Who dictates your worth? God, you, your family, your friends, your social status, your marital status, your bank account, other people, or maybe your job position? Today, I'll be responding to 3 of your questions about self-worth and why loving ourselves in a balanced way is God's desire for us. Blessings and welcome to Yes on Mondays. Please like, subscribe, and press the little bell to receive notifications. This channel is designed for women in transition, whatever stage they are in their lives, and of course, their loved ones around them. Self-worth or self-esteem is defined as confidence in one's own worth or abilities. It is also a synonym of self-respect. Feeling worthless is the opposite and involves a sense of hopelessness and insignificance. These can be due to low self-esteem, neglect, abuse, trauma, difficult situations that pose a threat to a person's sense of self, whereas the threat is real or imaginary. For those of you who have been watching every single Monday, you notice that I typically add 3 questions for us to reflect on those questions on any given topic. Well, starting today, we're trying something different, and I think it's going to be a blessing to your life because I have actually received 3 questions from some of you that I will be answering, also supporting my answers with biblical truths. And the first question is coming from NB. She asked, even though people say I am very capable, sometimes I feel less than my coworkers. And it doesn't matter what I do, I don't seem to receive the same recognition they get for the same exact job. There will always be, especially in this competitive environment, we have to be very careful of not falling in the trap of comparing ourselves to others. There will always be someone that will do something better than us or someone that will do it probably worse than us. What is important is that we do whatever we do it with excellence, not for man, but for God. And knowing in our self-conscious that we're doing the best we can, always with an open mind to learn. If for whatever reason you're not receiving the proper recognition and you believe that something is wrong, instead of bottling that inside you, why don't you just simply ask the person that is your supervisor, what can I do better? Give me feedback. Because feedback is always helpful to help us be the best version of ourselves. So recognize that you are worthy regardless of the outcome of anything that you do. To give you extra reassurance, I love this word in Hebrews 10:35-36 that says, so do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. This is extremely powerful, and I believe that this word will really encourage you to pursue whatever it is that you need to pursue and be confident that it doesn't matter what men will say, you can always trust that you have a worth, that you have a value in God. The second question is coming from LS, and she says, how can I gain confidence to pursue my dreams? I am too afraid to step into the unknown. This is a great question because I will have to say the way that we need to approach it, the way that we need to approach any situation that is new. You know, we have dreams, and for the most part, the dreams that we have, the imagination we have, the creativity that we have is coming straight from God. So if He puts something in your heart, even though if you don't feel quite sure, even if you're not 100% sure what is going to be the outcome, I will say try to step in faith. Step in faith, because what is the worst thing that can happen to you, right? When we are born, we don't know how to walk, but we learn. We don't know how to run, but we learn how to run. Many of us don't know how to swim, and we take lessons, or we go, we are in a situation where we naturally start swimming. So the reality is that we sometimes have to simply take the first step in faith and know that God has our back and that we are worthy, that we can do this, that we need to trust that we are equipped to do that is in our dreams. If we go to the word in Jeremiah 17:7, but blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in Him. As we push forward in trust, God takes away our shyness and lack of security. As we step in faith, boldness will take over. It is His Spirit that empowers us. The third question is sent by LB, and she says, I am very self-conscious of my physical appearance and never think I measure up to beauty standards. Wow, this is, I will say that this is a very common question, especially for women, and it starts appearing in our lives at a very young age. We have the media, the TV, we have now internet, we have Instagram, we have all these different sources that are constantly bombarding us with a standard of beauty that has been created by man. If we were all to be the same, right? If we were all to be exactly the same shape, exactly the same figure, exactly the same skin tone, exactly the same hair, we would all be like that. So I think the beauty of humankind is the fact that we're all so different. God created us all different for that purpose and reason. So comparing ourselves and trying to fit into whatever beauty standard is something that will take away our joy. It will take away our energy. Just know that your worth does not depend on your physical appearance. As a matter of fact, the Word of God says that He looks at the heart and not necessarily the outside. If we go to the Word in Luke 12:7, the Word reads, Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. God has put a value on us far too greater, to the point He gave Jesus, His only Son, to die on the cross for us. This is just enough to know our worth. One of my favorite verses in the scriptures defines exactly how God sees all of us, His creation. If we go to the scriptures, Songs of Songs 4:7, the word reads, You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you. Wow. Next time you are tempted to be too self-critical, remember that God created every single part of your being with kind and tender love. Thank you for watching. I truly hope that the responses have resonated with you in your spirit and that you leave this page feeling more confident and secure that for God, you are precious and worthy. Please share with your friends, with someone you believe needs to hear these words. And please feel free to send those questions either in the comment section here, or you can also send us an email to Yes on Mondays to the topic that we will be discussing next week. Well, thank you. Have a blessed day and a wonderful rest of the week.
You must have been pleased to put your image on me. Breath of my soul, life in my bones. You're the only